What's up, everybody? Mike from Talk to the Mic here with another review, and now we're continuing the Scream franchise because there's a bunch of them, and I'm doing now my review for Scream 2, which came out a little less than a year after Scream 1 because Scream 1 did so well. Now, the problem with it is that people are always scared that the sequels are never the best. I like this one. This sequel was really well done. It was rushed into production. There was also a lot of different scripts being made for this one, along with Scream 3, Scream 4. I'll explain more about that in Scream 3, because the script would get leaked out, and we would have people knowing what's happening. So they kept making different scripts, changing stuff on the fly. It was a lot of stress for that too. And it's pretty cool. But number 3 explains that a little bit more. This is also number 3, the one that I don't like too much, that people do like, but I don't like. But to get into number 2, you've got, again, Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox. You've got some new faces in this. You also got Randy, who's still there, Jamie Kennedy, still in the mix. You've got Sarah Michelle Gellar, who's in it now. You got a couple other big names that have joined the cast. Jada Pinkett is the opening girl instead of Drew Barrymore this time, which is kind of cool. They always have that opener that gets killed, and then she ended up being that. And you've got Laurie, I think her name is Laurie Metcalf. I had to double check that on my laptop. Laurie Metcalf, who plays the killer in this one, spoiler alert. She's from Roseanne. I remember her from Roseanne back in the day, and I like that actress. She's really good. So now the synopsis of this is Sydney is now a college student, and someone is restarting the kills. That's what Billy and Stu did. And they call it the copycat of Woodsboro because they're not at Woodsboro anymore. But he's trying to make a sequel. Now, everybody doesn't like sequels. There's even a scene where they're all in the school and there's like, sequels suck. They don't like the sequels. But at the same time, every movie has a sequel. And there's always rules to a sequel. So this is going to jump into my some of the scenes that I like right now. We're going to jump into this right away. I always like when Randy explains the rules, how the rules are explained in sequels in Scream about the movies. So we're just gonna look at that real quick. So check this out.
The way I see it, someone's out to make a sequel. Cash in on all the movie murder hoopla. So it's our job to observe the rules of the sequel. Number 1, the body count is always bigger. Number 2, the death scenes are always much more elaborate. More blood, more gore. Carnage, candy. Your core audience just expects it. And number 3, if you want your sequel to become a franchise, never, ever...
How do we find the killer, Randy? That's what I want to know.
Oh, let's look at the suspects. There's Derek, the obvious boyfriend. Hello, Billy Loomis. The guy's pre-madness. Pity me. Surface wound conveniently missed every major vein and heart.
There you have it. So you see, you got Dewey there with Randy. They're talking about who could be the killer, and they're looking at suspects. And what they do now is they're telling the rules to a sequel. Now Randy knows the rules very well. So now the second scene that I like also has Randy in it, but it's in a sad way. It's how Randy dies. He's the first legacy character that dies in this. So let's take a look at that right now.
Fuck you!
No matter how hard you try, you'll never be the hero, and you'll never, ever get the girl. Wrong guy, dead boy.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's redirect the moment, Mr. I'm So Original.
And Billy Loomis, what the fuck? Jesus! What a rat-looking, homo-repressed mama's boy. Why not set you both
So there you have it. Like I said, it's a nice little back and forth between him and Ghostface. It's actually an interesting kill. I read somewhere that they were planning on not killing Randy and having him die in the third movie, but then they just killed him off in the second. He still has a spirit in the third, so you'll see that too. I'll show you guys why he's there in the third and kind of in spirit. Now, this is a funny little thing I gotta show you, because everybody knows in Scream 1, Matthew Lillard was he died, but during Scream 2, he was seeing Neve Campbell, and as you can see here in this little piece right here, I'm gonna show you. He's actually in the movie. So as you see, he's in the movie right now, and he's pretty much just right here. Like he said, he's right in the corner. He's got blonde hair, and that's because when he was dating Neve Campbell, he went to go visit her during the sorority party, and he just happened to be in the background saying hi to somebody, and someone caught him on there. So it's kind of funny how he's in Scream 2, but he's not in Scream 2. So let's get back to the more scenes and everything now. So now the third scene that I like is the opening. How Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett Smith are the actresses and actors, and their death scene, because it's being done during the film, during the opening of Stab, which is the movie because of Scream, right? Based on the the events of the Woodsboro murders from Gale Weathers. And you've got in that Stab, it's pretty cool because you've got they're showing the intro of the first movie, which was Drew Barrymore, but now it's I can't remember her name, the actress, but she's in it's what's her name? Anyways, you'll see what I mean. You guys might know it, and then it'll probably pop up to me a little bit later. And yeah, you see, like, everybody's wearing a Ghostface mask, so it makes it even harder to find Ghostface. But let's check this out. All right, now you see Jaded's character and Omar's character. They both die. They succumb to Ghostface. Now, I found out it's Heather Graham is the girl who plays. I had to look at it during this little pause. Heather Graham is the girl who plays the Drew Barrymore person in the Stab. So another fun fact about this movie is that David Arquette's real dad, Louis Arquette, plays the sheriff in this one. It's kind of cool having the father and son in the same movie. That's kind of interesting to see. I thought that was kind of cool for me. So now, the final scene that I like. Now, the final scene I like will be the end. It's the reveal, because the whole time you get a feeling, you think you know who it is, and you find out it's not that person. And before I go to my final scene, I'm going to add this bonus scene that I really like. It's the car scene. When they're in the cop cars, when they're getting protected by the security, and Ghostface attacks them, and the whole car accident car scene is kind of interesting. I think it's a first in Scream. So check this out.
Where are you taking us anyway?
If we tell you, we'll have to kill you. Don't ask, don't tell.
Out of the car, you fucker!
All right, and like I said, that was pretty gruesome. The second detective that goes tries to save the day on the car, but gets his face smushed. It was kind of gross, but it was cool. It's still an interesting scene. Now I'm gonna get to my final scene, which is the reveal of the killer. So you find out that Mickey is one of the killers, and then he reveals his person. At first, everybody thinks it's the boyfriend, not the boyfriend. Then it's another surprise that pops up. Then you find out who it really is. Then it turns out that is Laurie Metcalf. And then also in this scene, it's going to be a split scene. You're going to see how they do a little twist and turn, because people think Cotton Weary was this bad person. In this one, Cotton Weary had a really bad rep in all because all he wants is his time to shine. And at the end, he gets his time to shine, and he gets what he wants. So check this out.
What do you think, Derek? Sydney experiencing some deja vu?
Fucking kill you! You are dead! Dead!
You should really deal with your trust issues, Sid. I mean, poor Derek. He's completely innocent. He's such a nice boy, too. He's bright and funny and handsome. He's a singing voice, and he was gonna be a doctor. This was just the kind of boy you'd like to take home to Mom, if you had a mom.
Fuck you!
Cameo just for you.
Gail. Is this Loomis? What?
Billy's mother!
And again, like I said, that's the reveal of the killers. And now, just gonna show you how the end happens, how Cotton Weary ends up saving the day.
Don't you fucking move! God damn it!
Cotton.
What the fuck is going on here? Sydney?
Cotton, meet Billy Loomis's mother. She's the killer.
Bet you that Diane Sawyer interview's looking real good right about now.
Consider it done.
And there you have it. That is the end of Scream 2. and everything was good. I like this movie a lot. This was really good. Again, like I said, it was rushed into production because they wanted to make money, and it was just there was a lot of like mixes and turns, but it was still fun. It looked like it was fun to make. As I'm going to show you right now, we're going to take a little bit, and I'm going to show you more bloopers like I did in the first one. I'm going to try to get bloopers for every one of these Screams because it seems like there is a lot of them online. So I checked it out. I found some. So check out these bloopers, and then we'll talk after.
They know the killer's left-handed.
You're left-handed, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But look, Hallie is also left-handed.
Dynamic duo.
Yes, but you don't want to leave out the other 10% of the stupid student population.
Yeah. I never meant to.
How do you know that my dim-witted insecurity?
You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay?
Living dolls? No, sir.
Good. Cute. Ow.
Okay.
And what's with that limp? You were stabbed in the back.
Severed nerve. Come on.
I messed up. My pizza's here.
And there you got it. There you saw all the bloopers. Now, like I said, I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not one of my ones I don't like the most. The acting is good in it. The one thing that was really stupid in it is the singing part. When he starts singing the I Think I Love You song, everybody hated that. Apparently it wasn't a fun thing. I read online, I read a couple articles, I saw a couple of videos and interviews that everybody hated that part. And I don't know why they put it. It's to make fun of Top Gun. It's to add in their Top Gun. You've got Mickey who does that weird dance. But another thing too I didn't like is the reveal that Mickey was the killer, because you don't see him for 35 minutes after that. You only see him at the end when he's revealed as a killer. I'm like, what happened to Mickey for all that time? And well, I like the fact that, you know, Mrs. Loomis is the killer. That's kind of cool. And they make a reference to that with they talk about Mrs. Voorhees was an amazing killer before Jason. I think it's when they're having this little school talk, you know, like when they're talking about movies and everything. And another fun fact about that is that they made a mistake. Randy even misquoted a movie scene from Alien. So he's like, "Get away from her, you bitch." He's like, "I think it's stay away from her, you bitch." They mixed up their lines. So the guy from Dawson's Creek, like I can never remember that guy's name, had it right, he had it wrong, and they flipped it over because it was an error. But it was kind of cool. And all in all, like I said, the acting was really good. The actors really like to get along. They click really well, as you'll see in the next couple of movies. And I enjoyed it. It's like 3.5 out of 5. But I still recommend you watch the whole series. Like I said, you can buy them now in packs of 4 like this, and then you've got Scream, and then very soon Scream 6 will be coming out. And there's already talks of Scream 7, and it's being filmed here in Montreal, so that's gonna be interesting. So maybe I can do some behind the scenes exclusive talk to the mic stuff for that. So we'll see. But again, as always, thanks again for watching these. The following one will be Scream 3, and hopefully you guys enjoy these. And like I said, if you want a movie reviewed, if you have a fan film reviewed one, send me it over here and send me by my email. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get all these new interviews that will be coming out. Also gonna be doing some reviews, some interviews. Everything's gonna be coming out now, so everything's gonna be all new and a lot better. So again, I'm Todd to the mic. Take care.